Hi, my name is Darren Bartlett, and I love discussing African affairs, especially when it comes to current affairs. And to support Veritas with Darren Bartlett, which is the news channel that you're on right now, just click subscribe. Now, let me go to an East African country called Somalia. Now, Somalia has a region that has been contesting the main government in Somalia. It's called Somaliland. It's found in the northwest of Somalia, and since 1991. This region wanted to be very independent. In fact, they even have their own president, Abdirahman, who became a president. I think last year they had their own general elections. And in fact, presidents there have been changing. But the country has never been recognized worldwide. I mean, they just know them as a region. And this is how they find themselves in conflict with other countries. Actually, Somali government itself, not other countries, but they had a conflict with Somalia, the main government, when they tried to sign an agreement with Ethiopia, giving them access to the sea, because Ethiopia is actually a landlocked country. So it's not been an easy one. However, the story is that Somaliland is having discussions with the United States. In fact, they were at the American embassy in Somalia with the defense department, having a conversation about giving them or granting them an army base in Somaliland and some minerals in exchange for what? To be recognized as a country. They have 5 million people in there. They have their own development. In fact, business moves just like any other country. So huge a place is. And if you go to them, you'll see their parliament, their members of parliament, their president. However, in the whole of Africa, they are not recognized as a country. So will United States take this as I mean, are they going to use this opportunity to take minerals, plant their base, army base in Somaliland, and accept to recognize Somaliland as a country? And we know whenever USA accepts these things, well, whatever it says, the whole world is going to follow. And that's my thought. But how is it going to go with the government of Somalia? It may not treat Somalia will not treat this as an easy thing, because every time anyone works or has diplomatic relations with Somaliland, Somalia must know. And in fact, they always come and say, you guys are evading our sovereignty. We have powers over what is happening in Somaliland. But if you look at the region, Somaliland has been very peaceful. They have not had issues with the Al-Shabaab and things like that. It's usually the main government, the main Somalia, that is always having these issues. And I'm thinking, truth is, if America takes that deal, it only takes America to recognize it as a country. Then UN will follow, because that's what happens. Whatever America says, Somaliland will get. However, do you support the idea that Somaliland should become a country? A standout country, have their own currency, have their own passports, their own government, be recognized the UN, or should it remain part of Somalia, the Somalia main government, or Somalia should actually adopt the system that happens in Somaliland for peaceful, a peaceful country full of security and things like that. These government systems in Somaliland, to be very honest, I feel like they're better than the main Somalia, the way we know it. So what do you think? Because I think it's high time. From 1991, I think it's high time we recognize Somaliland as a country. That's what I'm saying, because they've been around for a long time. They've been tried. They've been tested. They have done their own securities. They have their own measures. They have things that are working in that region. So why not recognize them? My name is Darren. What do you think?